potential clients are usually complaining that they don't want that Microsoft Copilot access their data, their files, makes modifications, makes changes to the data sources, and so on. In these cases, I'm saying that even if we can exploit the possibilities of Copilot, that it just monitors and tracks the settings that we made, we have even won the first round in the battle. So in this video, I would like to show you one use case of monitoring something. In this case, we will store email data into an online Excel file. We will have an inbox Outlook folder. From that, Microsoft Copilot Studio with an agent will get the data of the emails and will store it in an online Excel table that is stored in the SharePoint library. So let's dive deep into it. The basic structure we need to discuss in the beginning. The trigger of this flow is a manual flow, so we just hit run, it will be run. Later on, we can attach when an email comes, when a file change trigger and this flow. The database is the SharePoint site. The online Excel will be stored there, and the automation will be done with Microsoft Copilot Studio. The inputs we have our Microsoft Outlook account with a dedicated folder. Within the inbox, we created a test folder for this purpose. And we have an online Excel database that is stored in SharePoint called emails XLSX, containing a table called table 1 with 4 columns, the recipient, address, subject, and the body. We have the SharePoint site here. In the documents folder, we have the emails Excel file, and it looks like this: 4 columns, and convert it to a table with the name table 1 in this case. The output will be the online Excel table. It's the same file basically. Only this online Excel file is completed with the data from the incoming emails in this case. We have the first row of the table filled with empty data. The flow will continue to fill up the second, the third, and the fourth row of the table. Now, how we can manage this? What is the workflow in this case? We are creating a new topic in Microsoft Copilot Studio agent, and we will start with the get emails action, in which we are setting the inbox folder where we need to get the email data from. And also very important, we need to uncheck to search only for unread messages. We have a dedicated agent for this demo propose agent. It's a totally empty agent. The generative orchestration is turned off. We are jumping into the topics, adding a new topic from blank. We are calling it emails. In these cases, generative orchestration is turned off. I'm adding a character, a dot, in this case, as a trigger. If in the test field I'm hitting the dot, this topic will be triggered. I'm just saving the flow, and then after that, we can jump to the first action, which is a connector that we are adding. Get emails, version 3, we are looking for. Exactly, we need to submit the connection to our Outlook account, and this action will be set up by Copilot Studio. And after that, we can jump into the properties. We are saving that first. Perfect. Properties. I would like to turn to agent author authentication, saving it. And within the properties, I have the input. Now it's loading my Outlook folders. Within the inbox, I have the test folder. Set pause the Boolean operator for the fetch only unread messages value. I'm saving these settings. the result of this action is the get emails version 3 record variable. I need to transform it into a string variable. For that, I'm adding a set variable value action. I'm creating a new variable here, naming it get emails version 3 string exactly. And the formula I can use in this case to create a string variable looks like this. JSON is the formula I use, and I'm adding the variable to the parameters. I'm saving this flow until now, and we are ready to have our first test, whether the agent can see my folder, can see the emails there. If we are jumping into this inbox folder, we have 3 test emails in this folder. The data of these emails we should see in this flow now. I'm hitting dot in the test field, and we see that in the topic, the flow has run without any issue. And I can read out now with the send message action, this string variable. Save. And run again. Here in the string, I can see somehow that it's about three items. So I think it's, and I see good email addresses. So until now, I assume that the flow is working. What I done, I created a string variable with this formula, and now I need to add a new prompt action to capture this the data from the string variable into a JSON variable. For that, first I'm copying this output because it will be an example input in my prompt, and I'm adding the new prompt action exactly. I'm adding a text input, calling it emails. The sample data is the pasted one I copied. And as a prompt here, I can use the following text. Please arrange the recipient address, subject, and body into JSON variable from the following table input. And if the body of the email would be so long, I can say the body should contain a short summary of the body text. Model 4.0, in this case, output format JSON. Let's test this. Okay, I see the JSON variable, the 3 emails, and the parameters I defined. To make sure that every time I have the same format of the JSON, I can say, please follow this JSON structure. Testing it once again before saving. Let's save this. In order to be able to read out a value from this JSON variable, I would need another formula. But before that, I'm telling the input of this action is the string get emails variable, and the output is a new variable, which I'm calling now JSON. Then I would like to see whether the JSON variable is working. With the following formula, I can read out the body value of the first email item within this JSON variable. Let's insert it, save the flow. Let's clean the test field, run the topic again. Everything run good, and at the end I'm seeing the body content of the first email element of this JSON variable. Now I can move forward in my process to step number 4, in which I'm creating a new agent flow. With this agent flow, I will be able to add new rows into the table in this online Excel file stored in the SharePoint folder. For this, I'm jumping back to the Copilot Studio. I'm adding a new agent flow. The designer of this agent flow is opening automatically. The first thing I need to do, I need to specify which inputs I will get from the Microsoft Copilot Studio. This will be the recipient I'm getting. This will be the address, the subject, and the body. And these all will be text variables as an input for this agent flow. And after that, I need to search for the add row, add a row into a table action within the Excel Online paragraph or group. The input of this action is basically the Excel file, which is located in the SharePoint site within the Documents folder, and the file name is emails.xlsx. And within this file, there should be one table called table1. And if I'm adding these inputs, 5 parameters are recognized. The first one is the datetime format, but after that, I have the headers of the columns of table1, which will be now dedicated to dynamic content values. And these values are the inputs of this flow from the Copilot Studio, like this. I can save this as a draft. What I can also do now is that I'm moving to the overview. I'm naming this agent flow, not just untitled, but emails to Excel, for example. Save. Okay. Moving back to the designer, I'm publishing this flow. Flow is published. I go back to my agent. I need to go to the topics and attach this action first. I'm searching for the add tool and the emails to Excel flow. Exactly. Now I need to add the input values of the input variables. For that, I will use this formula, modifying for the appropriate cases. For the recipient value, I need to say instead of body, the recipient. For the address, I need to search for the address. For the subject, the subject and the body is the original formula, like this. I'm saving the flow. And now I'm ready to go to the connection settings where this flow is still not connected. I need to hit connect and submit. Connected, perfect. So what I can do now is test the whole process in which I can see now that the table is empty right now. It should be filled with the data of these 3 emails that are in the test folder in Outlook. Let's go back to the agent. Let's hit dot. The new prompt action is running now. The result is okay. And we see that the agent flow ran successfully. We are jumping to the online Excel, and I can see that the details of the first email are filled into the table, which is the recipient, the address of the recipient, the subject, and the body of the email. This is a small step. We see that we have separate emails, and only the first email was saved into this online Excel. In the next video, I will show you how we can create a loop within the Copilot Studio in order to save the data of all emails into this online Excel table. If you have any other business cases that you would like me to work out and show you how to manage it step by step in Copilot Studio, please do not hesitate to leave a comment below.